What's up, super fans? My name is Zay, and happy Valentine's Day. Now, fandoms are built on the backbone of shipping. I figured in the spirit of Valentine's Day, we could take a look at some of these ships and decide whether or not they are a shipper dip. Shipper dip. All right, so we're gonna take a look at these ships and decide whether or not they are ships or dips. I'm gonna do a couple for each different fandom, and we're gonna start off with my personal favorite, Avatar. First up, we got Zuko and Katara. Zutara, I'm about to make so many people mad right now. Zutara is dumb. I've always been a Katang boy. They're just thinking, what, opposites attract? I don't get it. I don't think they would work well together. Have you seen Aang and Katara in the comics? They're adorable. Can you imagine Zuko walking around calling Katara sweetie like Aang and Katara do? Hey sweetie, Zuko here. My girlfriend hates when I do like an anime. Ugh. Hi. Anyway, I hate them. Dip. All right, then next up, we've got Sokka and Azula. I feel like they would hook up from time to time and that's it. And nobody else would know. I feel like they'd be like friends with benefits. You know that scene where Sokka and Azula are talking on the Day of Black Sun? You can't tell me that doesn't have tension. Ship. All right, and then last up for Avatar, we have Aang and Azula. I don't think Aang could be with somebody so mean. Dip. Is there more? Okay, we'll do a lightning round. You read them to me, I'll ship or dip them. Go. Azula and Suki. Wait. Azula and Suki I'm kind of into. Ship. Azutara. Azula and Katara. I don't see it. Dip. Kataf. I think they would have an apartment together. Dip. May and Ty Lee. Oh, I could see it. Sure. Ship. May and Suki. No, I think they would butt heads. They'd be like roommates that hate each other and are passive aggressive all the time. Dip. Ty Lee and Suki. I could see it. Oh yeah, Ty Lee ends up hanging out with the Kyoshi Warriors eventually. Ship. Okay, Cavco, Cabbage Merchant, and Zuko. I think that would be improper for a head of a large corporation to be in cahoots with the leader of a nation. Dip. All right, so next up, we've got Harry Potter. First up is Draco and Hermione. I'll give it this. I don't personally like it, but I can absolutely see the enemies to lovers thing. So like a reluctant ship. All right, then we've got Drarry, Harry, and Draco. I would read it. I'll give the ship. I think I'd be interested. Next one, Snape and Hermione. Babe, Snape and Hermione. Who wrote that? If that's not a child that wrote that, we need to call the cops. This entry says highly controversial due to age and power imbalance. Yeah, dude. That's a dip. Dip. Next, Voldemort and Hermione. Jesus Christ, dip. Oh my God, babe, they have my ship, Harry and Luna. We just finished Order of the Phoenix, started Half-Blood Prince. They would be so cute together, and they kind of have chemistry. I love the way they talk to each other. It's so soft and understanding. So this is going to be my biggest one for the episode so far. That's a big ship. All right, next up, we've got Star Wars. And first on that, we've got Rey and Kylo Ren. It says controversial even after The Rise of Skywalker canonized it. I think everything in The Rise of Skywalker is controversial to people. I like Rey and Kylo. I think it's cute. I wish he stayed alive to enjoy their relationship. That's going to be a ship. Next up, we've got Finn and Poe. Yeah, absolutely. That was huge when it was coming out because of like the jacket and stuff. Oh my God, I remember everyone online being like, he gave him his jacket. Ooh. Like it's a Letterman jacket, you know? That was a good time. That one's a ship. Then we've got Obi-Wan and Anakin. You somehow made Anakin's love life have a bigger age gap. That's a dip. Next one, we've got Padme and Obi-Wan. I've heard people actually say that like when they watch The Phantom Menace, they're like, how did she like Anakin and not Obi-Wan when Obi-Wan's all handsome and blah, blah, blah. It's interesting, but I'm not into it. The age balance is weird, so dip. All right, and then last up for Star Wars, we have Din Djarin and Luke Skywalker. I don't know. I don't think Din and Luke would get along. I think Luke would get on Mando's nerves. So that's going to be a dip. All right. So next up we have Marvel. Ship number 1, Steve and Bucky. I don't see it. What do you think? See it? Tiny heart. Next one, Tony Stark and Steve Rogers. I read that as Tony Hawk. It's Captain America grinding on his shield. No, that's a dip. I don't get it. I don't get the rivals thing. That's a dip for me. Next up we have Loki and Thor. You're being gross. Stop that. Dip. All right, and then the last one, we have Peter Parker and Wade Wilson. I like the idea of Wade pursuing Peter. I don't like the idea of them being together. That's going to be a dip or a flip, right? No, come back. All right, and that's going to do it for Marvel. Next one is DC. First up, we've got Bruce and the Joker. See, this is what I'm saying about the opposites thing. Like, you can do opposites. You can do opposites in a way that's interesting, and that's not it. That's a big dip energy. All right, then the next one we've got Superman and Batman. So what am I supposed to like imagine? Superman just like what, grabbing Batman and flying up and like tenderly embracing him, and they like feel the warmth of the sun on their backs and stuff. It's dumb. I'll give it a ship just because, you know, you want to, not me. All right, then next one is Harley Quinn and Batman. Harley Quinn's annoying in like every iteration I've seen her in. Even Margot Robbie, and I love Margot Robbie. That's a dip. All right, then the next one we've got Dick Grayson and Jason Todd. His fandom's name is J Dick. They're like brothers. That's weird. Dip. Go live with Thor and Loki. You guys can be weird over there. All right, and then the last one we've got is Wonder Woman and Isn't that just a thing? Wonder Woman and Batman in like the Justice League animated series? Yeah, absolutely. It would ship it. All right, and the next up we've got Disney and Pixar. So first off is Elsa and Jack Frost. Whoa. I completely forgot that was a thing. Tumblr was a weird place, man. It was huge. It was everything. So they would Photoshop Elsa and Merida and Jack Frost and all like the How to Train Your Dragon people to wear like flannels and chokers and shit, and they would write all these fanfics. If you never saw it, you weren't online. There's literally no way. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Just self-report. Yeah, Elsa and Jack. I didn't see it. This whole Rise of the Frozen Brave Dragons or whatever the hell it was called was so weird. Yeah, I don't see it. I love Jack Frost though. He's cool. Next up, Rapunzel and Elsa. Rapunzel at the beginning of Tangled wouldn't have gotten along with Elsa. Rapunzel at the end of Tangled, maybe her and Flynn and Elsa have a throuple. I'll ship that. I kind of see it. Ship. All right, the next up is Hercules, Meg, and Hades. I can't see it. I can't imagine Hercules getting along with Hades. I think Meg and Hades maybe could have had a thing going, like a sugar baby thing for a minute. I can't see Hercules being in on it though. I'm gonna say dip. Okay, the camera cut out there for a bit, but we're gonna keep it moving. Keep moving forward. Ooh, like Meet the Robinsons. How about me and the Meet the Robinsons mom? Oh no, and then the last one is Aladdin, Jasmine, and Jafar. Yeah? Ariel sees it. I don't see it. That being said, though, he just made me think Jafar in Hades. Well, first off, Aladdin, Jasmine, Jafar. For me, that's a dip. Jafar in Hades. No? You don't see it? I think they could have like a Bert and Ernie thing going on. Hercules, Hades, and Megara? Okay, I'm trying to imagine it. Okay, I'll put on some jazz. Now, describe the scene. Hades, sitting on his throne. Legs, high heels on Hades. I don't know. It's just the image, man. I don't know. You keep going. Hercules comes in. One on each. Oh, on Hercules' lap or Hades? Okay, I'm on Hades' lap. I'm into it. All right, you won me over. Ship. All right, now we've got Pixar's ships. This one's gonna be interesting. We've got Woody and Buzz. I love that. Absolutely in. Ship that. But I can't. How do you do a heart? I'm throwing up gang signs. How do you do a heart with one hand? I'm gonna do the Korean one. Ship for sure. Next up, Lightning McQueen and Jackson Storm. I'm realizing there's certain tropes in romance I don't like. I don't like this whole like they hated each other thing. That's a dip for me. Next one is Mike and Sully. No, I think it's more sweet if they are PLPs, but I wouldn't doubt if they explored each other's body. He tries to take nudes, but every time that dude's covered by something. All right, next one is Hector and Ernesto de la Cruz. Fuck you. That's a dip. The next one, Luca and Alberto. That's just a ship. Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's just canon and they just didn't say it outright. Personally, I really like that. That's a big ship for me. Big, definitely. All right, and then the next one is Ian and Barley. What's up with you guys and brothers, bro? Leave it alone. Drop it. Drop it. Dip it. All right, then we've got some honorable mentions here. First up is Hiccup and Jack Frost. I think Jack is too laissez-faire for Hiccup. I'm gonna say that's a dip. Then we've got Percy and Hera. Weird age difference, and also his aunt. No, dip. We've got Gaston and Beast. That one's kind of funny. I could see it. That would be an anger fuck. That would be to get some tension out, not because they like each other. I'll ship it. Okay, and then babe, I need your help with this one. Gale and Katniss. No, I know, I agree. She's currently listening to the Hunger Games books, and I don't get Gale. I don't get it. I think it's her convincing herself that that's who she's supposed to be with, not that she actually likes him. Yeah, that's a big dip. Huh? Peteness? Games has been around for so long. How have I ever heard of penis before? That's so funny. Imagine all like the high schoolers going to watch Hunger Games with like Team Penis on their shirt. Team Penis or Team Kale? I'm at my limit, so I'm gonna leave this here. This was fun. I would love to see more. My girlfriend found an entire wiki about this apparently, so if you're into this, we could totally do more. Let me know down in the comments if that's something you want to see. While you're down there, leave a like. It's really appreciated, and subscribe to join the Superfan Society. Oh my god, I'm knocking over my microphone. Subscribe to join the Superfan Society. It's our group that's totally not a cult, where we hang out and talk about fandom stuff like this, and you'll be kicked out if you liked Thor and Loki. No exceptions. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you're all having a happy Valentine's Day. Tell me, from any fandom, who would you like to spend Valentine's Day with? Definitely got some new ideas from today's episode, so I'm curious to see. But anyway, thank you for your time. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I will see you soon with another video. But until then, stay super. There's also one on here for Scar and Simba. It says because some people like dark AU stories, but that's his uncle. Fan fiction people are gross.